Alright, let's get started. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we were about ready to start onto the 6th house base quest. Which, yep, that is right. So we can just go right there. Am I in the right spot? Is it Gnarmok or Margon that I'm supposed to be in? Okay, it is Gnarmok. Alright. So we just gotta go north from here, and hopefully not get accosted by too many random critters. Actually cast a water walking to actually walk on water rather than just train for once. Alright. Helps if I'm actually going the right direction. Now, I think that mini map at the bottom right used to be at the top right. On the Xbox version, anyway. Might be wrong. Is that a Nixhound corpse? Yeah, I guess I already came through here on my way in. Alright, now we just gotta find this little dungeon and kind of a labyrinth in there, but I'll be able to figure it out. Been through it before. Shouldn't be too bad. Pop a restore fatigue potion here, because I'm just burning through it, just walking around. And of course, cliff racers. It's always friggin' cliff racers. Everybody hates these things. Alright, so today my goal is to not only catch Corpus, but also to get it cured and to start in on the temple quests. And eventually I'm going to want to become a vampire, so I'm going to need to get some weakness to common disease spells ready to go. I think it's over there. I think I might have passed it. Now, I've never actually gone through the temple before, so that'll be something new for me. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I know that I gotta do a pilgrimage to a bunch of different shrines all over the place. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Man, friggin' mud crabs are everywhere. Yeah, might as well take their meat. Can use it to make some pretty decent restore fatigue potions. Hmm. Well, at least I thought it was north of that town. Maybe it's over on this particular peninsula. Friggin' slaughterfish. I'm not even gonna bother fighting them. I'm just gonna swim away from them. They're more annoying than they are worth fighting. But cliff racers, gotta fight these stupid sons of bitches. If they will get close enough for me to hit them. That is probably the thing I hated the most about Skyrim, was you just could not hit the damn dragons until they landed, and you had to just stand there saying, come on, land so I can hit you, land so I can hit you. And that's why anytime I play through Skyrim these days, I don't even start the main quest unless I plan on going through all the way to the point where you get Dragonrend. Because without Dragonrend, that game is just annoying to deal with, all the dragons, all the flipping time. But hey, what do I know? I think I'm going to turn the volume down just a skosh. Feels a little loud. How's that? I think that's better. A Nixhound and a Cliff Racer, goddamn. Two of the more annoying enemies, both at the same time. Shit never ends. I'm so glad that I can just absolutely destroy things with my fists now. Oh, it's so great. Now, I know that I can't actually start the temple quests and once I've begun the third trial or completed the third trial of the Nerevarine, but I'm pretty sure that the third trial is the Moon and Star. It might be getting the disease, which if it is, I can't actually do that until I basically complete the main quest. So, let me see if I can't find that. Okay. Yep, the third trial is where I actually get the Moon and Star, so I'll be fine if I get Corpus and cure it before starting the temple. That's fine. And here's the dreaded cave. Now let's see if I can't remember how to actually get through this stupid thing. And I'm actually kind of concerned about the fight with the boss of this place. That might be a problem because I don't know how unarmed strikes are going to work against him because he's an ash vampire. Now this guy is just a sleeper, dreamer, whatever the hell they're called, and he's basically harmless. I mean, he's naked with a club for crying out loud. Look at this. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do nothing. I fought mudcrabs tougher than you, which I believe is actually an NPC dialogue. No, damn it! I did not mean to dispose of the corpse. Was it large wrapped corpus meat? Where is that? There it is. And his club, which I do not want. Alright. Gotta watch that. Pretty sure it's this way. Man, why does it have to be through waist deep water? Just, you get your pants all wet, and it's not a fun time. Alright. Okay, now these guys, I'm pretty sure, do have some magic, so I want to make sure to bob and weave, keep my distance from this guy. Come on, what you got? You ain't got nothing. Come on. And you're staying down, aren't you? Well, wait, it's not these guys with the like caved-in face that have the magic spells. It's the ones that look like old grandmas. Those are the ones that can cast magic. So those are the ones I got to be careful of. Ash vampires, not ash zombies. Ash zombies are not that big of a deal. All right, no enemies around. That's good. All right, pretty sure there's a couple more sleepers, dreamers, whatever up here, but those guys are not a big deal. Oh, skeleton with a claymore. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Come on. Is this your maximum allowed distance or something there, dude? Ah, crap. Daedroth right over there. Got lucky there. Oh, got lucky twice. Alright, definitely gotta drain some fatigue out of this guy. Man, they're hitting me pretty hard here. Where are my potions? Restore health. Where are they? There we go. Nope. Knocked my ass right down. Man, you got a lot of fatigue. So do you, for that matter. Alright, let's see if I can't take this guy out. I'm still under the effect of a pretty decent healing potion, so I can... Oh, nope. That healing potion wore off. But still, I can take a couple more hits. I might be able to take this guy down. Man, my agility is shit. Pretty sure it's agility that affects your knockdown. I know it is in Oblivion. I don't know about in this game. I guess it doesn't explicitly say. Oh well, definitely need to pop a couple more restore healths. Damn. He is hitting me hard though, damn it. Come on, you skeleton son of a bitch. Come on. I'm just a guy. I don't have any armor on or any weapons. And I'm beating the shit out of you. Come on, get up. And go back down. Fuck you. Alright, almost got him. Almost got him. Alright, there's one down. Alright, and we definitely need to pop some Restore Magicka. Let's fortify. There we go. And yeah. God damn, this guy hits hard. Alright, so there's 200 down. And I have a 10 per second. Nope. Lost that spell. God damn. The reach on this guy is amazing. Why is it not letting me throw a punch? There it goes. That was a weird little glitch. Good thing that didn't happen in a crucial moment. That's what I thought. You got low fatigue, you can't stay up, and you can't hit me. That's what I thought. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do nothing. And you're staying down there, buddy. Man, these guys got a lot of health. Jesus. Whew. God damn these Daedroth. Alright. Couple of useful components there. What do you got? Bone meal? I mean, yeah, restore agility is nice, but that's more spell territory than potion. I don't think I want any more bone meal. I got plenty. Now, I don't think it's this store, but I'm going to check the name just to be sure. Tainted Marrow? No, I think this is it. Good old Corpus Beasts. Nope. He's got a reach on him. Come on. Nope. What you gonna do? Oh wow, he's got some insane health regen. I had no idea that they regenerated health this quickly. I'm gonna have to switch to absorbing health from him. Because, I mean, look at that. He's regenerating almost as fast as I can take it away. Corpus Sweepings. I think I need this for one of the Ashlander quests, so I'm going to hang on to it. Goddamn Ash Vampires. They're just creepy looking. I mean, how their eyes are like caved in like that. I mean, jeez. Some creepy shit, man. Good thing they're not as dangerous as they look, though. I had a lot more problem with the Daedroth. I'm sure if I were playing a more heavily armored character, it wouldn't be that bad, but it's not really the build I'm looking for. Ash Salts. It's got Resist Magicka twice on it. Yeah. Was that a Winged Twilight? I'm not sure how well I'm going to fare against that. Oh, we're going to see, aren't we? Yep. Definitely aggroed her. She definitely does some decent damage, doesn't she? Jesus. Oh, she reflected it on me. Holy hell, she's got a lot of fatigue. I hit her with, what, 6 of those? Jesus. Oh, crap, I'm only got 4 Restore Magickas. I might have to take a break from this dungeon and resupply. I got plenty of Restore Healths left. Though I do want to try to get away from using them. Because, I mean, I've got the Restore Health, or Absorb Health magic effect, so that seems like it would be a better option. And she's got a lot of health. I think I'm gonna take out this guy. Hit him with a couple of Absorb Healths. Because she's going to be down for a second. Alright. Hit her with one of these. Alright. Well, I was right that these guys are definitely going to be a pain to fight. Or girls, I should say. Because, hot damn, they've got a lot of fatigue. Ugh, this is another one of those times that Open Morrowind, which is the version that I'm playing, really doesn't have some awesome additions that the original vanilla Morrowind had mods for. Namely, being able to have the same effect in a spell more than once, as well as being able to put the magnitude past 100. Because, like, there are spells that, like, this Absorb Fatigue 100, it has a cost of 40, but I can cast it at 100% chance. I could, in the original Morrowind, with a character with this exact same setup, potentially have an Absorb Fatigue 200, and I might only have, like, a 50% chance of casting it, but my mysticism is only 83, and I can bump it up beyond that. So that is something that I do absolutely miss about the original Morrowind, which I know it's a mod, it's not, it's something that's actually in the game, but still. Because it was, it made mages feel a hell of a lot more powerful. Oh, yep, these are the guys I was concerned about. Well, I definitely do need to absorb some magic, so I'm going to need to risk it, because I'm almost out of Restore Magicka potions. I think I only got 1 left, and... Are you shitting me? You only have that much fatigue? Wow. I'm actually really surprised. Oh, they're Ash slaves. I thought they were Ash vampires, these guys. And I think I accidentally just went full circle, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This is the entrance. Yep. Oh well. At least the local map in this game is nowhere near as bad as the Oblivion one, because it's very labyrinthian almost in Oblivion, because you can't hardly decipher it. It's not useful since pathways crisscross over and below each other. It's just not helpful. So I will say that the local map in this game is a lot better. Not only is it in full color, but it's not 3-dimensional. Oh, wow. One of you guys. I'm so terrified. Look at this guy. He ain't shit. And you got another one of these guys over here? I am so not threatened. You can't hardly do anything to me, can you there? Even my little taps are making you flinch. I don't even need to charge these up, dude. Look at you. Barely able to get any attacks off. And when you do, they miss. Ha ha ha. A lot of health, though. I will definitely grant that. They have a pretty decent amount of health. And There you go. Now finally I can remember what turn that I accidentally took or should have took, because I don't think I've ever actually been to this part of this, because when I first went through this area, I just read the guide and I went straight to where I was supposed to go. So I never actually explored this full cave. Man, like, why are you guys even here? You're not scary, you're not threatening, you're not dangerous. I mean, I get it. It's kind of, like, disheartening, I guess, that... God damn it, I did it again. It's kind of disheartening that, yeah, these people have been brainwashed and now they're here, which, fine. That is kind of creepy, but in terms of actual combat ability, they're just sad. Hmm. Maybe it's this door. Or maybe it's through here. Let's explore through here. I can come back to that door. Yep. I think it was that door back there, because I remember this room here with the two, and then there's that dead adventurer, I think it is. Might be a dead hero. Oh, my restore fatigue potion wore off. Always got to have restore fatigue going in this game, because everything has to do with your fatigue. Every spell you cast, every swing you make, every jump you make, everything. I'm pretty sure even your speech checks are affected by your fatigue. It's ridiculous. I mean, it makes realistic sense, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's kind of ridiculous to think that every single action in the game is affected by your fatigue. Alright, a probe, I'll take that. Not really worth my time. 1 single gold. And... yeah, nothing all that valuable. Is that an Ash Slave over there? I'll take him out. Use my absorb health for that, though, because these guys just... their health regen is insane. Definitely need to get some more magic, though. Oh, that one was wasted. Corpus Stalker is what he was called. There's a lot of different names for the different followers of Daggothur, and they're all creepier than the last. I think the ones that have always made me go wow are I think they're called Ascended Sleepers. There's one in the Urushilaku, whatever the hell their name is, their quest that you have to do for them, and it's just like this giant... I don't even know how to describe it, but it's got like Cthulhu tentacles coming out of its face, and it's a creepy looking thing. And it's like, you got to think that thing was a person at one point, and that's what Corpus can do to somebody. I mean, granted, I don't know what the hell these are. If this is like a summon or like a bunch of ash that was brought together and given some sort of semblance of life, or if it was a person that is like degraded, I don't know. Point is, Daggothur does some pretty shitty things to the people, man. I mean, I guess they think that they're doing the right thing, but not something I'd sign up for. And nothing. Alright, I think there is a flame atronach at some location within here. Right. Because if there is, I want to try to get him to hit me with a couple of spells, see if I can't absorb them. Because now that I've got the Necromancer's Amulet, I now have 75 points of spell absorption. So there's only a 25% chance of any spells actually doing any damage to me. And if they don't do damage to me, then I just regenerate mana. Ooh, wow, one of these guys. These guys probably have some insane health regeneration. But they don't do much damage, surprisingly enough. I mean, the whole thing is, like, Corpus, it does this crap to your body, but it also makes you stronger. So you'd think that he'd be able to hit like a freight train if he's to that point. But he doesn't. Yeah, I want to take out this skeleton first. He's more of the annoyance. And that other guy, his health regen's so high, I don't know. I think I got one Restore Magicka potion left. I'm going to have to use that just to burn away some absorb health just to take him down. Unfortunately, I don't want to use any of my absorb fatigues on him, the skeleton, because I don't have much mana left. Need to conserve what I got. Alright. Absorb health. Yep, already had it equipped. And okay, I got 2 Restore Magickas. See what we can do. Yeah, I think his health regen actually is faster than the other ones, which, oh, that makes sense. He's further along in his transformation or whatever. I already got one of those. Alright. And yeah, those Restore Magicka potions did a lot more than I thought they would. I think I might actually be good to fight the big boss guy here. Who I think is in this room? No, there's a door up here. Oh shoot, a golden saint. That's not good. Which reminds me, I need to do Azura's Star quest at some point. And it's actually the reason why I'm planning on doing the temple quest, because I learned that the Master Conjuration Trainer requires you to be high ranking in the temple to use them. And Conjuration is a skill that I do not want to grind, because it takes a while and it's not interesting to watch. Granted, neither is paying for training, but it's quicker to pay for the training. Man, I love this stun locking. I mean, look at this. This is one of the most powerful things that can be summoned, and I'm just over here punching it to death like it's no big deal. I didn't even hit her with any magic. I'm not magically enhancing my abilities at all. This is all just me punching. Which, yeah, I definitely do gotta get some better clothing all around to have exquisite full everything, and then actually have everything enchanted to up my hand-to-hand skill. Oh, that'd be awesome. Just go over and just one hit Dagothur. That'd be awesome. I don't know if it's possible, but we're gonna find out. Alright, Daedra Heart. Yep. Ebony Tower Shield. Wow. 25,000. Yes. An Ebony Staff, only 7,000. It's only got a weight of 16. I'll take it. There's some pretty nice looking loot over in the boss's room, so that'll probably be the first thing I unload in order to fight him, or to loot him. These are the guys I was worried about. Yep. Go on. Man, is my health just insane, or what the? I thought I'd be taking a hell of a lot more damage than that. I mean, yeah, I got resist normal weapons, and okay, that's it. I restore health 1 point. So, but even still, I should be taking a lot more damage than that. Because, I mean, I'm taking a plus 75% on any shock damage spells, and that's what he was doing with shock damage. And sure, my willpower increases my ability to resist magic, but that's like non-damaging spells, I thought. Maybe I'm able to resist part of them because of it. I don't know. I don't have any other magical equipment on other than the Necromancer's Amulet. And man, these things got shit for fatigue. Oh god, that's a clan fear, isn't it? I do not like being double teamed. Luckily, clan fears are not a big deal. And he's not doing too much damage. I think I can tank him. God, the fighting strategy for this character. Oh man, it's just... Oh, god damn it. Seriously, I'm being triple teamed? What is that? That's an Ash Slave. Yep, that one got through. That one got through. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. One last restore health. No, okay, I got 7. Still, I'm gonna pop 2 of them. Jesus Christ. He is casting like a son of a bitch. Are you out of mana? You must be. Oh, god damn, that was just a rain of magic. God damn it. I really don't want to waste any of my magic points on these guys before I hit the boss, but I might have to. Getting my ass kicked here. Alright. I think I got him locked over there. Very poor pathing in this game, but that's okay. I'm using it to my advantage. Get fucked. Alright. You're about a third away from death there, Mr. Clanfear. And up. I got blight diseased. Ain't that typical? Forgot that these things all carry disease. I don't think I can even cast Cure Blight yet. I know I can cast Cure Common Disease, but that was absolutely a blight disease. Might have to lay down a mark, go back to somewhere, and get hit with a spell of some kind. And what do you got? Daedra Skin? Sure. Okay, he's got Ash Salts and a Ghoul Heart. Now, I was lucky last time I got a Blight Disease, and I was able to cobble together a Cure Blight Disease potion. I might get lucky with that again. Cure Common. Cure Poison. Resist Common. Resist Poison. Come on. Cure Paralysis. Resist Common. Cure Poison. Resist Poison. Cure Poison. Resist Common. Man. Alright, there we go. Scrib Jelly. Cure Blight Disease. Fucking A. Thank you, Morrowind Alchemy. And again, I'm not even using the stupidly broken parts of Morrowind's Alchemy. Like, I have not made a single super potion, and I'm actually kind of happy about that. I normally, when I play this game super casual, that's one of the things I do, is I just make a whole batch of super potions and just coast through on that, and it makes the game too easy. It really does. I mean, granted, what I'm doing here, I'm able to stun lock every single enemy I come across. That's not exactly making the game difficult, but it's at least a different way of playing the game, and I'm having fun with it. Oh, come on! I'm fighting a couple guys over here, and you still hit me with the dialogue options. Man, I'm gonna have to fight all these people now. Alright. Alright, at least I absorbed that. Absorbed that too. Thank you, 75% spell absorption. Alright, he's down. Alright. Wait, is he out of magic already? He only casted, looked like 2 spells. Alright. And of course he gives me blight disease. But at least I know I've got more of those ingredients. Wait, are you serious right now? That was it? I was expecting him to have just an insane amount of fatigue. But he does have an insane amount of health. That works too. Luckily we got ways of dealing with that. Ooh, he just reflected it. Luckily, reflected absorb spells don't do anything. So that's not a huge deal. Alright, I'm out of mana, so switch back to fists. He's almost down. And he is. And now I've got Corpus. Now, does that mean I still have Ashblight? I do. And yep, just take all. And probably aggro this guy over here. No? Yep, there he is. Which, what is Ashwell Blight doing anyway? Intelligence and willpower by a really significant amount, but that's not a huge deal. I think Corpus drains personality. Corpus, willpower, and speed, and intelligence and personality. Damn. Alright, let's see if we can get anything decent out of the shrine here that we actually have enough space for, hopefully. Because I am a little, not overloaded, but I definitely do have a significant amount of stuff on me. Ash salts and script jelly. Cure blight disease. Alright, glass boots. 6,000 amulet. And the hammer here is ridiculous. 5,000. And I'm over encumbered. Knew that was coming. Still, for a way to 75, I think I'll leave it. Come back for it later. If I even want to care enough to do so, it's not a big deal. And yep, there is a scroll in here. Potions are always good, except for spoiled ones. Alright, I think we're good. Now, hopefully I have at least one Restore Magicka potion left. I also might have to try to make one. Yep, wait, that was a standard. Awesome. So now I just have Corpus, which is fine. Now, Telbernora, I think, is where I have to go to get it cured. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so let's go back to Chaos and start that quest. Mark number 3. Alright. Telfire, that was it. Yeah, Telbernora, that's for the Telvanni Mages quest. Which I'm gonna join them eventually, just not gonna bother with that until later. Definitely want to do that before I do the main quest, all the way to that point where I need to become the Hortator. So, yeah. Once I get cured, definitely got to go through the temple. Then probably gonna go through the Telvanni mages and then back to the main quest. Alright. You know, actually, now that I remember it, I think I might actually have the mod that lets you join all 3 houses, and I've never actually been through Hlau or Redoran. Might go through all 3, just for the kick of it. Why not? I don't know if any of them make the other ones, like, undoable, like if you have to kill any of them during any of the quests. Maybe I should look into that. I mean, I don't remember the Telvanni one having anything to do with the other 2 houses, so who knows? Oh yeah, since I have Corpus now, everyone freaks out. I mean, they still talk to me, so oh well, but it's just funny. Alright, need to get more Restore Magicka potions. Forgot about that. And that is definitely a cheat that I have her carrying all this, but it's really just saving time, which that's how I justify it, because there are a couple of merchants who sell void salts and frost salts and danger hearts here that are restocking, but they only sell them in like groups of 5, so this is just quicker. And again, that's how I justify it. It's less time wasted. Alright, plenty of Restore Magicas, and I really should unload all of my crap before I continue on with this, so we're going to do that. No, not spells, barter. You can have both my 6 House Amulet, my Ebony Staff, and Ebony Tower Shield, Glass Boots, Belt of Wisdom, don't need that. I don't need expensive shoes, do I? No, I got Exquisite. And do I have anything more heavy? I mean, it looks like I've got some heavy crap, but what? Might want to drop these staves off at a house of some sort. I mean, I can use Chaos Casadis' house. Might just want to do that. Oh, I got a Dwemer thing on me. That'll definitely increase my weight. Should I just sell them all my scrolls? I never use them. I'm gonna keep the Eucarian flights just because it's fun. And yeah, Fortify Intelligence, might as well keep that. Summon Golden Saint, I definitely will keep those. I need to do Azura's quest at some point to get the star, so I can start getting into enchanting. Alright, and sell. And with that, I have more money than I'm probably ever going to need. Hot damn. Alright, so maybe we should do Cure Corpus, then go do Azura's quest, then start the temple. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright. And port over here. This is just the closest mark I have to one of the guild teleporter people. I keep saying to myself I need to move my mark in Balmora, and I keep forgetting. Oh well. Which I definitely do need to start working on my restoration again. Restoration and alteration, for that matter. Anybody here train me? No. Okay. I don't really care about over-leveling. I mean, I got all my major attribute points up to 100 anyway, so I'm fine with that. I'll just rest next time I'm in the wilderness. I mean, I should be caring more about my endurance, but as I've seen, my health is pretty damn good the way it is, so I'm alright with that. Wonder how high his alteration training will go. I don't know. Guess we're gonna find out. Nope. That was it. That brought me up to 58. It's a weird level for him to stop at, but alright. So I now have 58 alteration and I've over-leveled. Wow, I can level up 2 times. That's awesome. And let's see. My destruction definitely does need some love. Because one of the spells I want to create is something that'll do 200 points of damage and a soul trap, because that's exactly what you need for a golden saint. And my plan is to have it do drain health 100 points 1 second, because that's a really easy spell to cast, because the way drain works is that once the duration ends, they get it back. And then either damage or absorb health 100 points, probably absorb because my mysticism is pretty decent. Though, if I remember correctly, the way that the spells work in this game is that it's whatever effect is added last, it becomes that type. So, well, I'll check that. Do I have any drain health? I don't think I do. Boom, right there. Anything else I want? I do kind of want to have all the different kinds of elemental shields, because those apparently do damage. I did not know that. I read up on that. That apparently does damage, and that's cool. And you do spell making. So, drain health on touch, 100 points. And see, even though my skill is only 46 in destruction, because this is such a simple spell to cast, it's pretty easy. Like, I still have a 75% chance of casting it. But if I were to put absorb health on top of it, I've got a -4. Well, what about just fire damage? Let's try soul trap on touch. 1 second. And drain health. Really wish you could add in multiple effects. Oh well. In that case, we're just going to have to make 2 different spells. Really? I got a 100% chance of casting that? Okay. Alright. And then we can make a drain health on touch 100, along with a soul trap on touch for 1 second. And we're just going to call this, oh, I don't know, Steel Soul. Alright, so now once I get Summon Golden Saint, I should be able to take them out relatively easily with those 2 spells. Alright. And look at that, 100% chance on Levitate. Sadly, it still cost me 45 magic, but that's not a big deal. I got plenty, and I got plenty of Restore Magic potions. Where am I going? It's this way. No, it's this way. It's, yep. That's where I'm going. Gotta cure myself a Corpus. Can't be walking around with a horrible disease. People don't like me when I do that. And as per usual, friggin' cliff racers everywhere. Let's see if I can drop them with this. I'm curious. Yes, I can. Haha. So great when you finally have a spell that just drops those things in 1 hit. And there's another one. They never end. Well, I think I might be out of aggro range for him, which, is good. Why do I not have Levitate hotkeyed? Now, Guars, I don't ever understand if they're hostile or not, because half the time they are, half the time they're not. And it's not as if, like, the blighted ones are always hostile and the regular ones aren't, but I don't know, maybe it's just certain ones are supposed to be hostile. What did I aggro? Really? Those guys? I think I'm just going to leave them. A Shulk and a Mudcrab. Really not that concerned. And there's another cliff racer. Friggin' typical. Am I going to be able to avoid him? Probably not. Yep, there he is. And bye-bye. Now, interesting fact, the Master Medium Armor Trainer is actually right here. In the original game, they forgot to add her in, and that's legit what happened. They just forgot. So, she is not in the vanilla version of this game. However, a lot of different people will use the Morrowind code patch, I think it is, that will fix the issues with trainers, and that is one of them. That she's the Master Medium Armor Trainer. Now, why the hell she's hanging out in this place is beyond me, but it's where she lives. Nope, it's this way. Now, cool thing about this place is there's a very unique encounter here that lets you get a weapon called the Daedric Crescent, which apparently is from the older games, but I never played them. I started with this one, so I just take people's word on it when they tell me that in forums and stuff. Ah, yes, the Divine Disease. This guy is really obsessed with Corpus. Alright, I have to make him like me. Oh, come on. I'm offering to give you gold here. I have 1,000. Jesus. I have 2,000. 3,000. There. Alright. Now, it's great because he just thinks that I'm crazy, because apparently this disease screws with your mind. So, that's all well and good. Now I just have to go and find the last living dwarf, which, yeah, people who played Skyrim will probably find this guy interesting. He is legit the last of the dwarves. They all disappeared except for this one guy, and he has this disease that is just horrible to his mind and body, but it makes you immortal, so he's still living down here. Is it, yep, this is the one. Now, the only issue with this particular area is you're not allowed to kill the Corpus beasts. So, I should have trained my illusion a little bit before now, because we're going to have to rely on some invisibility spells to avoid killing these guys. Alright. Let's do this. And I think it's to the right up here. Awesome. Nope, it's to the left. Now that guy right there, the fat dude on the spider bot, that is the last of the living dwarves. And before I came here, I actually went and collected all of the books necessary to complete the quest, find out what happens to the dwarves. So, yeah, this is fun. So, yep, I'm here for the Dwemer Boots, and once I was a master crafter in the service of Lord Kagranak, chief architect of the great Second Empire freeholds, and the greatest enchanter of all time. I could not match the genius of Lord Kagranak, but what he could envision, and I and my colleagues could build. All of that is gone forever. I still maintain my cunning, but my hands and eyes fail me, and my memories have long faded. My only consolation is each day to mock the gods who destroyed my race and condemned me to this bleak existence. Whew. Yeah, this guy's been through a lot. Since the disappearance of the dwarves, I have been alone in this world, trapped in this grim prison. I can scarcely move, and my fellow inmates are scarcely good company. The risk of corpus disease deters most visitors, but if you meet with cultivated minds undaunted by the terrors of the corpusarium, you might mention your recent interview with the last living dwarf. That's how he styles himself, but he actually doesn't know. He is pretty sure that he's the last, and as far as I know, you never encounter any more dwarves in the game. In any of the games, for that matter. So, he is legit the last one. And you ask him about the disappearance of the dwarves, and he's Not sure. He was in an outer realm. Now, I think that means that he was like in one of the Oblivion realms, because if you read the in-game book on Oblivion, they show that it's possible for mages of sufficient talent and power to be able to make it to the different planes of Oblivion, because as it's explained in the game Oblivion, it's the you're not allowed to create portals into Oblivion that lets all the Daedra come through. Like, that's what the whole Dragonfire amulet is for. But you can go there, apparently. Of course, it's not within the scope of the game, so outside of the game Oblivion, you can't really go to the different planes. But it's still interesting lore and great world building, if you ask me. So, if you ask him about theories here, he talks about how Lord Kagernak, who is this just crazy, insanely genius of magic and whatnot, and they had their own special kind of stuff that they did called tonal architects, was what they called them. Something about sound. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but they were tampering around with the literal heart of a god, and yeah, they were all teleported to somewhere else, and nobody really knows what happened, but we know what they did to make it happen. Now, if I ask him about the different books that I have, he's actually able to deduce that the war with the Dunmer caused Kagernak to hastily carry out his experiments before they were ready, and that's what actually caused them to disappear. And surprisingly enough, this is enough to complete the quest for Trebinus, the Archmage of the Mages Guild, but I've killed him and become the Archmage, so this is mostly just for my own fun. I like discovering it as the character. It's fun to see that you can actually figure out what happened to the dwarves. So, and now you guys have seen it. So yeah, fun stuff. Now my levitate or my invisibility spell has worn off, but before I get hit by one of these things, I want to get the hell out of here. And there are a bunch of chests scattered around. Like, that's the point. That's why this area is open. The guys want you to come in here to try to plunder the dungeon, but I never bothered, because it's just, I'm sure that anything in there I can just buy myself or make myself or find something better elsewhere, so I'm not really that concerned about plundering the dungeon. I'm here for my quest and possibly the unique item that he has in his room, and that's about it. Now, what I could do is I could sleep for a couple of days, which will cause my strength and I believe endurance to increase. And if I do that, when I am cured of Corpus, I keep those boosts. So I think I'm going to try that. Though, of course, I just casted Levitate on myself and I can't. Oh, I guess they fixed that. Normally, you can't sleep while levitating. You have to find a bed. But in Open Morrowind, I guess they fixed that, which is good. So in that case, I'm going to make a mark. And then I'm going to port back to Chaos Casadus' house and level up a couple times and increase my stats, because that is fun. I like that. Restore magic. And number 3. You know what, man? Shut up. I would say it's not contagious, but it's hella contagious. I forgot that these things start coming out of nowhere and attacking you. And look at that. 100 points of health damage and they're done. And of course, Dark Brotherhood. Oh, really did not want to accidentally hit Chaos with that. But he took 2 hits from that. That's actually kind of surprising. And thank you for the free money. There we go. Wow, they're actually letting me sleep a lot. Alright, so got 5 points so far. I don't know, how far should I take this? Because I could increase it by as much as I want. I don't know if it'll go above 100 though. But we'll see how much it'll go up before I get my next rude awakening. Which is not happening, surprisingly. Excellent. I love how they just put crap like this in the game that really just lets you cheese the system. Love these little loopholes. And this is one of the issues that I had with Skyrim. They took away all the stats except for your health, your stamina, and your Magicka points. And it took away a lot of the RPG feel of the game. Oh wow, 2 of them. Holy shit, they do a lot of damage. Yeah, well luckily when I damage you, I heal myself. And I'm out of magic, so pop another one of those. Still not enough. God damn. There we go. And luckily, because I've been increasing my strength so much, I'm able to carry all the loot from these guys. Oh, I love it. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't like how they took away all of the different stats in Skyrim because it doesn't feel like an RPG to me anymore. It feels more like a hack and slash game. And this, you have all these different stats influencing your character. You can increase them or decrease them based on what you do. It makes the game more fun for me. And to each their own. Some people like games to be a little simpler and just I want to hit dragons and I want to be able to scream so loud at people that they burst into flame. And hey, that's entirely valid, and it's fun. I'm not saying it's not. It's just I prefer this kind of game. All right, I want to boost them both to 100 if I can. Not too many more times to go, and hopefully I won't have to deal with any more double attacks from the Dark Brotherhood because that legit almost killed me. I mean, it's saving every time I sleep, so it's not a huge deal, but it does kind of highlight how I'm not really set up for fighting multiple people at once. I need to attack only one person and I'm good, but if I have more than one, I'm in trouble. Alright, 98 on strength and 91 on endurance. Only a few more times and we'll see. Alright, it does not look like it'll go higher than 100, but I'm perfectly okay with that because 100 is good. And I can always use fortify stat spells and enchantments. Oh, no, it does go above 100. We'll rock on. I mean, I'm not going to try to get it up to 1,000 or something. That would take way too long. But 100 for both, I am happy with. Alright, 107 in strength and 100 in endurance. And of course, it's causing my other stats to drain by, holy hell, 35 points. But as soon as I get it cured, the drain goes away. So that's not a huge deal. And recall back to Telfire. Yep, give me the potion. And there we go. I have now been cured, quote unquote, of corpus disease. Thing is, I still have it. And that's the thing. This guy is so obsessed with corpus, he believes that it's actually a blessing. Because it makes you immortal, it makes you completely immune to all diseases. And, I mean, other than the negative effects of completely fucking your mind and body up, it's actually an amazing thing to have. So, like, I now have resist common disease 175%. So if I want to become a vampire later, which I do, I'm going to need to give myself a weakness to disease before attempting to catch it. And even then, it's still going to be low because I can only have a maximum of 100% lowering of this resistance per spell. So I'm going to need to have, I think, 2 separate spells, because if I cast the same spell twice, it just refreshes the timer. So I'm going to have to create 2 different spells of weakness to common disease, cast them both on myself, then search Vampire's Corpse to try to get vampirism. But as I said, I maintain the plus 35 to my strength and endurance. So I now have 100 in strength, intelligence, willpower, speed, and endurance. And that's pretty awesome. And a 15 agility, 45 in personality, 43 in luck, which is cool. God, grand total 562 magic. That is awesome. Alright, so now I want to go and do Azura's quest. If I can remember where it was. I think it's somewhere in this area here. So probably going to have to go to Molag Mar to get there. Or was it closer to Vivek? I don't remember. You know what? I'm gonna just look that up real quick, because I do not remember where Azura's Shrine is. And let's see. But for now, I can at least save and try to get the super unique weapon from him, which is in here. Yep. Which apparently it's not actually a crime to try to unlock this. And I can finally cast my better version of an unlock spell, which I called knock because that's what it's called in D&D, and I'm a D&D player. Sue me. This one's only got 6 left. Might as well use that. What the hell did I just do? Oh, I accidentally opened it instead of hitting this, and I absorbed the effect. So that's fine. And take all. All right. This is going to be a fun battle because he paralyzes you as soon as the battle starts. But I definitely want to put back on this. And all right, let's put absorb fatigue 100. See if I can't get him to waste that paralyze. Nope. All right, I did resist. That's good. Oh no, I did not. Crap. But he's not hitting me. Nope, he's hitting me. All right, I'm getting up, so that means I should be able to pop a couple of restore healths. All right, welcome to the stream. You're just in time to watch me get my ass kicked by a secret boss. Because every time he hits me, he's paralyzing me. And I'm out of restore health potions, so I'm going to try to steal some health back from him. Nope. Alright. Try this again. No, it's under apparel. There it is. Yep. Re-equip my Necromancer's Amulet, and I'm going to make a new save here. Alright. I only got an 80% chance of casting paralysis, but I'm going to give it a shot. Nope. Got him. Alright, so drain some health from him. Ah, fuck. Alright, absorbed that, and absorbed that. Alright. I'm getting really lucky with those absorbs, and as soon as I say it, he hits me again. Got him. Haha. Alright, now I have the Crescent Blade. Or, well, the Daedric Crescent. Check this thing out. It's a completely ridiculous weapon. You could no way use this in reality, but it's just a cool looking thing, so I like getting it. Disintegrate armor and paralyze. Man, that's a good enchantment. Now, when you get to Solstheim, which is this landmass up in the top left of my map here, you fight the Draugr, which, surprisingly enough, those were not introduced with Skyrim. Those were introduced here in Morrowind. Every time they hit you, they have disintegrate armor and weapon on you, and man, they just completely annihilate most melee characters because you're just left with nothing but your fists. And actually, those are the enemies that caused me to want to make this build. No armor, no weapons. I can't be disarmed, and I can't have anything destroyed. I am always at peak fighting capacity. You would pay to watch me play Just Cause? Well, I mean, I did just beat that game, so I think I'm going to hold off on playing it again for a while. But, yeah, I'll give that a shot. I mean, maybe Just Cause 4. I don't know if that's out yet, but I could pick that up and give it a shot. And, yeah, the Crescent Blade and Skyrim graphics. Well, be prepared, because they actually are making a mod for Skyrim that includes the entirety of Morrowind into the game. They have already done it for Oblivion, and a lot of the stuff does look fairly similar, but it is definitely improved to that engine's standards with the graphics, so the Skyrim one should look even better. My only issue with the Skyrim version of Morrowind, which I believe they call Skywind, is there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're not going to be able to do, and I don't know if they're going to be able to implement it, because, like, spellmaking is just not in Skyrim, and that's probably my biggest overall complaint. Like, everything else about Skyrim I can deal with, but the lack of spellmaking is the biggest thing that I do not like about it. So, as long as they can put that in there, I'd be willing to give it a shot, and it'd be interesting to bring shouts into this world, so I'm cool with that. Alright. So now that I've been cured of Corpus, I want to go to Azura's Shrine, which I was in the middle of looking that up. Alright. So, I was wrong. It's to the south east of where I'm at. Oh god, yeah, just send me a whole paragraph to watch here, dude. Or to read. Still at full price at $60. Yeah, I don't like to pick up games at full price if I can help it. But I did enjoy 2, and I did enjoy 3, so I probably will enjoy 4. And yeah, it is kind of mesmerizing with the wingsuit and everything. I mean, that game is just very visually, it's just fun. I think everybody likes Just Cause because of how just fun it is to blow shit up and to fly around. It's just cool. All right. How many more restore magic potions do I got? Plenty. And we need to train up our restoration, so we're gonna do that while we're airwalking. So, I'm going to Azura's Shrine here so that I can get Azura's Star, which most of the Daedric quests in all 3, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, give you the same reward. Clavicus Vial's reward in Skyrim is different because there's some lore about what happened to, I think it's called the Ebony Mail, is what he normally gives. Oh, yeah, my levitate fell. I'm probably going to die here. Nope, luckily hit the water. Should pay more attention. Oh god. Anyway, as I was saying, the Ebony Mail, I think, is what they normally give that Daedric Lord in Oblivion and Morrowind, but in Skyrim he gives you something different. So, anyway, the other Daedric princes give the same reward, so I'm still going to get Azura's Star. It functions the exact same. However, there is no way to get a black Azura's Star in this game, which was one of my favorite parts about Skyrim, was the fact that they included a way to get a black refillable soul gem, which is just awesome. So, oh well. I mean, I don't even think black soul gems were a thing at all until Oblivion. It's not a huge deal because most of the enchanting I'm going to be doing is going to be with Golden Saints, which that's another thing I have to do. I have to get that spell, and I think that's from Tel Bernora somewhere over to the west of Molag Mar here. But I need let's get the star first. And I love this spell. Just boom, done. I mean, any kind of minor enemies I faced from now on are just one hit. And I've got enough for Storm and Jika potions that I don't care how much that spell costs. It's fine. What did I aggro? Another one? And absorb health 100, and boom, dead. Though he hit me with something. Something poison, I think it was. Looked green. So that'll probably be the first enchantment that I make, is to get another 25 points of spell absorption. Because I am currently at 75 points. See, 25 and 50. So once I hit 100, any spell cast at me is going to be immediately absorbed and turned into magic. So not only does that make me immune to magic, but it also makes me more powerful, which is awesome. And especially for an Altmer, because I've got a weakness to all forms of magic, and doubly so on elemental magic, and triply so on fire magic. And as I mentioned, I'm planning on becoming a vampire later, which they have an even further weakness to fire. But vampires in this game are nowhere near as fun as they are in the later games, because the vampires in this game are unfortunately, what's the word I'm looking for, vilified by anybody who sees them. So anytime that you talk to somebody, they either run from you or they just straight up attack you. The only reason to become a vampire is to do the vampire specific quests, or just to have fun with the RP facet of it. Man, this guy's got a lot of health for a Dunmer wearing chitin. So once I become a vampire, I'm going to just do the vampire specific quests and then get myself cured. And another unfortunate thing is, once you're cured of vampirism, you cannot get it again in this game. I might look into getting a mod that makes vampires less hated, because the amount of stat boosts you get for being a vampire is amazing. Like, you get like a total of a plus 50 to a bunch of stats. Because there are 3 different clans of vampires in this game. One focused on magic, one focused on stealth, one focused on combat. And each one gives you boosts to different stats based on what their focus is. And of course, I'm going to go with the mage version of them, so I'd have some fun with it. And yeah, spell absorption is amazing, dude. It's better than resisting magic, and it's as good as reflecting magic. Reflecting magic, what it does is any spells cast at you hit the person who cast them, so that's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, it'll cover the entirety of the damage. So any kind of magical fire effect that would hit me if I have 100% spell absorption, it just gets completely nullified and turned into more mana points for me. And that's actually one of the reasons why, if you're playing a melee character who's not going to use magic at all, picking this birth sign that gives you a flat 50 points of spell absorption is actually a decent idea. So, because you can relatively easily get complete immunity to all magic that way. And with mysticism, I can also get reflect damage, which makes any normal weapon attacks like swords or fists or anything, all the damage gets completely reflected back onto the person who hit me. And with both of those effects active, the only thing that can actually damage me are bows and arrows, like that guy was using. Though I'm probably not going to go that far with it, since reflecting damage is an incredibly difficult spell to cast in terms of like how much it's going to cost and what chance it's going to have. And in enchantability, it's very low enchantability, so it requires a lot of, or should I say, it's very high enchantability. Point is, you cannot put a big reflect damage enchantment on an item because it just takes so much. Hashtag mage life. Yeah. Well, I'm not exactly the most magic looking person because I'm walking around punching people. And in Pathfinder, there's a magus archetype like that. I think they're called the esoteric magus, where they punch people and cast spells through their fists. That's basically what I'm doing here. All right, let's level up. Huh. I forgot that since the corpus effect does not affect your base stats, I can still increase them beyond what they are. So yeah, my endurance is now 101. That's awesome. Well, yeah, fall damage, but exactly, it's not combat related damage. But once I get to the point where I'm enchanting all of my equipment, I'm going to have either a ring or boots or pants or some form of clothing that permanently allows me to levitate. So I'm not going to worry about ever falling ever. Oh, dude, you have no idea. You almost literally become a god by the end of this game because you're using so many different ancient enchanted weapons and armor and everything. It's just, you really do feel like you are the reborn god that the game says you are. Well, he's not a god, he's a saint, but whatever. I mean, I'm already immortal with corpus disease. I don't age. I'm completely immune to all forms of other disease. I'm 75% immune to magic. And I have such great alchemy skills that I can create potions that heal me almost instantaneously. So, yeah, probably the best part about this game is how truly powerful you feel by the end. And there it is, Clanfear. I knew I heard the music change. All right, come on. Ah, what's wrong? Can't hit me? Huh? That's what I thought. I'll never get tired of this. Just as soon as they get up, get knocked right back down. And hit them with one of these. Keep them down. So are you able to see your text bubbles on the screen there? Because like I can see it in the preview on my second monitor here, but I don't know if it's actually transmitting to the stream itself. Oh, he's dead. Daedra Heart, yes. Daedra Skin, absolutely. And nope, this way. You know, that is a fair point. I mean, I've never really thought about the difference between absorb and absorption. Maybe there's some esoteric reason that we don't know. I mean, language is weird, especially English. Who knows? Well, it's just entertaining, man. I mean, these are creatures that have like razor sharp claws and beaks and shit, and I'm walking over there with fists, knocking them to the ground, and they're staying down. But really, can you see those the text bubbles of what you're typing to me on the screen? Because like I said, I set that up, and I can see it on my preview, but I can't tell if you actually can see it. And yes, English is ridiculously weird and unnecessarily complex. It's a combination of like however many different languages and so many different rules. It's not a great language. All right, so it should be to Azura's Shrine any second here. Oh, yep, see? There's a Gwar. Half the time they aggro me, half the time they don't. And dead. Gwar hide. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Oh, look, a Scrib. Scrib Jelly. It has Cure Blight Disease, which I no longer need anymore. I killed him for no reason. Yeah, pretty much it is. Oh, dude, you have no idea. I'm not even fully decked out yet, but mages get supremely overpowered by the end of this game. I mean, all characters really do, but mages are my personal favorite. It's just, in the beginning, they're really difficult to work with because unless you build the character right, you have a very low chance of casting all your spells, and you are just so squishy. Anything that so much as flicks you in the nose can just take away half your health. It's ridiculous. But by this point, especially with the build that I'm going with, I can wreck shit. It's pretty great. Alright, gotta pop a couple of Restore Magicka, and a Restore Fatigue for good measure. Alright, I think the door is over here. Well, Oblivion, they're pretty decent, actually. Skyrim, I felt that they were very underwhelming, especially considering that the final boss of the Mages Guild takes away all your magic, so you're left with your martial skills. But, I mean, in that game, you're kind of encouraged to build a character that's good at everything, so it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. Alright, I'm going to create a mark here because I need to come back here once I complete the quest. Which, I don't know if you all know this, but this right here is a mod that I have. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It lets you create marks in different locations. Vanilla Morrowind, you're only allowed to have one mark. Well, if you're gonna make a mage, you should not try the build that I'm going with because it is it's I don't want to say advanced, but it's difficult. Yeah, if you're gonna make a mage, I would highly recommend you go with a Breton with I think it's the apprentice birth sign because that one you're less likely to encounter problems because whereas the Altmer have an inherent weakness to Magicka, the Breton have an inherent resistance to it. So that's a much more I don't want to say newbie friendly, but it's definitely a less stressful character to play. And plus, if you're gonna make a battle mage, either Bretons or Dunmer are the way to go. Dark elves. All right. So I have to now go to Dagon Fell up here, and I think it's one of these islands over here. I forget what. And there's a Frost Atronach, a Hunger, and a Golden Saint. And interesting little tidbit of information: that Golden Saint is a named creature that actually comes back in Oblivion. It's the same creature, even though you kill it here because it's a Daedra, it's immortal. It just comes back. Oh yeah, anytime, man. I'm by no means an expert at this game, but I have been playing it for 10 years, so I've picked up a few things. Alright. Now, to get to Dagonfell, what's going to be the closest? Hmm. I'll just go to Balmora, take a Silt Strider around. God, another Cliff Racer. These things are freaking everywhere. Alright. And let's travel to... Hmm. Probably Vivek, and then we'll just use the. I should have just gone to Ced with Mora. What am I thinking? Oh well. Now see, in this game, there's no fast travel except at the Silt Striders and at Mage's Guild and at these boats, which is one of the reasons why Mark and Recall is such a great set of spells to have, and why the multiple Mark mod is so amazing. Yeah, like I said, definitely recommend it to everybody who plays this game. Well, yeah, you're also driving around, aren't you? I mean, it's not like you're sitting there and letting your cell phone signal be steady. You know, you're traveling in between different cell areas. All right, finally to Dagonfell. And this way. God, seriously, cliff racers freaking everywhere. I mean, this town has guards. Uh, why do they not take care of these things? I mean, they're a goddamn pest. I probably should have absorb health 100 hotkeyed. I mean, I use it enough. All right, come here, you little bastard. Dead. All right, another beginner tip. Always take the racer plumes off these guys because you can mix them with trauma root, which is a pretty common plant, especially in the more like volcano-y looking areas of the game. So you mix them together and they make levitate potions. And early in the game, levitate is a effect that you solely want, but it's difficult to cast early on. So being able to make potions with it is very, very useful. And especially since those things just come out of everywhere and you're constantly killing them, might as well get some benefits. See, look, there's another one. Things are freaking everywhere. Come on, you son of a bitch. Ugh. And that's one of the more annoying things about them. They will do that sometimes. They will be just outside of touch range, and they can still hit you, so you have to back up a bit and let them track over to you again. But not a huge deal. Alright. Is it this island? It might be this island. It's either this one, or this one, because I'm pretty sure it's not this large one here. Let's check this little one here. And I'm so glad I went and got more Restore Magicka potions, because this absorb health or not potion, but this absorb health spell, while incredibly powerful, is just draining my mana so ridiculously fast. So I think I'm gonna switch back to just punching shit. Because Nyx Hounds, I don't care how many there are, I'm not threatened by them at all. I mean, these things are one of the easiest things to kill in the game, aside from like rats and mud crabs. So, not a big deal. And plus, these guys have one of the basic ingredients for a Restore Fatigue potion, which I'm almost out of, so. And mud crabs have the other, so. That's kismet. Oh, they absolutely did a lot of things right with this game, because it's not just like in Skyrim where no matter what you do, you end up being a sneaky guy, and you pretty much build the same kind of character by the end of the game every time. Whereas this one, every character feels unique in each playthrough, unless you're always making mages or always making stealth characters or always making melee characters. I keep telling people this is the best of the Elder Scrolls games for a lot of reasons. It has its flaws. I'm not saying it doesn't, but overall, I think it is the best Elder Scrolls game. All right, more mud crabs. And also, I like that you can charge up your hits in this game. I don't think you can do that in Oblivion or Skyrim. It's just I mean, yeah, you can do power attacks, but this lets you charge up not just either full or none. It lets you actually charge up halfway if you want. All right, so over this way is what I'm wanting to go. Now, also over in this area where I'm kind of walking towards along the coast here is one of the vampire nests that are for the Magic Clan. I think they're called Ondane, Undone, something like that. It's AU something, and that's where I'm gonna go when I want to become a vampire. But I'm not planning on do that until way later. Goddamn rats! Every single RPG game always has to have giant rats, and I love them. All right. Well, no, the spells don't deal any extra damage by charging them. I mean, in Skyrim, I guess there is kind of an effect similar to that because if you hit somebody who's on fire with fire, it does more damage. Oh, no, that's a drogue. These guys are no joke. Almost out of breath here. There we go. I mean, look at this thing. It's like a giant demon lobster. Yeah, exactly. I was just saying that about the flames, but there's no like charge up. There's no like variables to it other than just hit them again. I mean, granted, there's not in this either. I mean, sure, you can cast weakness to whatever element and then hit them with said element, and it does more damage, which is awesome. Because it lets you like you can make a spell that is fire damage and weakness to fire. So the second time you hit it, it does more damage. Now, the only issue with that is, what paralyzed me? Something just paralyzed me. What the hell? Oh, it was a hunger there. No wonder. Hate these things. I don't know if I'm on the right island or not, but that was a second hunger over there, and yeah, this just got interesting. Man, what are they able to do? Paralyze on every hit or something? Jesus. All right, that one got absorbed, but that one didn't. Okay, how many more paralyze can you cast, dude? Jesus. These things got a pretty decent amount of fatigue too, don't they? Oh god. Luckily, my armor rating is so high that those cliff razors can't hardly hit me. What is that noise? Do you hear that? Like whirring almost? I don't know if that's like the sound of something clipping. I don't know. God damn it. Another paralyze. Alright, resisted that one. He's got a pretty decent amount of health too, doesn't he? Alright, once he dies, I'm going to dispose of his corpse. Hopefully it'll make that noise go away. I don't know if it's just me hearing that or what, but... God damn, these fucking cliff racers. And Danger Heart. Awesome. Motherfuckers. Dead and dead. And there's a third one over there. God damn it. Alright. Yep, I guessed right. This is in fact the place I was supposed to go. Alright. Daedrus skin. Not the most amazing effects on there, but I like it. Definitely want to save, because that big guy over there, I forget what they're called, but I do not know how well I'm going to be able to fight him. And there should be the Golden Saint over here. Yep, there she is. And a Daedroth, god damn it. These guys are no joke. God, seriously? Alright. Let's do this. And that's one down. Now, something about Morrowind is that they included a lot of Daedra that they didn't include in any of the other games. And it's kind of weird because, like, Oblivion, there are, like, Daedra piling out of portals to hell, and yet there's a lot of Daedra that they didn't include, like the big fat one over there. And get wrecked. Stay down, damn it. And that's that. And you. I'm gonna enjoy beating the shit out of you. Ugh, God, seriously, it's just any time you're battling anything, one of these things just comes out of nowhere and just starts attacking you. What, because of how much blood is spurting out when I hit? Or just because of the horrible coloring of this game? Alright, Signet Ring, Daedra Heart, and sure, I'll take that. I could sell it. And I'm going to leave those guys alone because live and let live, yeah? Yes, I am literally punching a pterodactyl out of the sky. Well, it's worth it. All right. Azura's quest completed. All right. Azura's Star. Awesome. Now, one thing I want to point out about Azura's Star. There is a quest in the Telvanni Mages Guild, or Mages House, that you get to build your own mage castle, which is awesome. However, they require 5 empty Grand Soul Gems to use, and they can take Azura's Star, so if you do that, make sure you drop it before you initiate that dialogue, because they might take Azura's Star and you can't get it back. Well, too bad. I already teleported away. there was a Flame Atronach, a Frost Atronach, and one of those big fat guys. I don't know how well I would fare against those guys altogether, because man, they are some tough cookies. All right, let's make a quick stop to Creeper. Sell all of my crap. Now, this is another newbie tip. Always try to sell your stuff to this guy. I've got a mod that increases his gold capacity, but he normally has 5,000 gold and he buys stuff at cost. So he's the best way to make money. And you can sleep for just like 3 or 4 days and his gold resets. So It's always a good idea. And yeah, you should just get the same mods that I have. Let you sell all your crap to him because he's just got basically limitless amounts of money. Granted, most of the reason why I do that is just to save time. All right. You really think I should take him? All right, fine. I will go back there and I will fight him just for you. All right. While I'm at it, I should make a couple more restore fatigue potions because I am running out of those. No, it's rat meat. I need hound meat. Do I not have any more restore fatigue? Yes, I do. There we go. And and restore luck. All right, whatever. Yeah, his name is Creeper. He's a scamp. He's one of 2 monster merchants. The other one's a mud crab. I've never actually been to the mud crab because Creeper is a lot easier to get to. So I don't know. I think he has 8,000, the mud crab, whereas Creeper only has 5,000. But Creeper's just easier to find, and you don't accidentally kill him because he's not out in the wilderness like the mud crab is. All right, and my restoration is still disappointingly low. So let's train that. Oh, well, that's all right, man. I'm trying to respond to anything that somebody says because, like, I want to have more viewers and be able to interact with them. So it's good practice for me to be able to, play and respond. And I do appreciate you watching, even though you're working. All right, I would like to go to Dagonfell. Thanks much. And I stream every Saturday and Sunday between. I start between 2 and 3. So thank you for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow if you would like to join. And if you need any more advice, feel free to pop in, and I'd be willing to give it. I love how I just left all the corpses here, so just this pathway is just littered with dead bodies. Oh, looks like I missed a mud crab. Or is that a corpse? It looks alive. It is alive. Oh, I love that one charged up punch just knocks him down now. That's awesome. I mean, it doesn't kill them, but it drains their fatigue completely, which is still good. But this one didn't get knocked down with the charged punch. Must be stronger. What do you mean vultures? I think you mean cliff racers. That's probably why they're everywhere. I mean, Jesus Christ. See, that one, because it was diseased, got knocked down with one punch. That other one must have been regular. I should have checked its name before I just threw its corpse away. And this way. And still got plenty of restore fatigues. I'm going to pop one of these since it's not actually called Restore Fatigue, since it has a secondary effect. And I do have a decent amount of Restore Magicka potions, but can never have enough of those. How much do they restore? 10 points for 23, so that's 230. And I probably should have just taken one, maybe two. But the reason why I take multiples is so it stacks and it regens faster. And especially in combat, you definitely do want to double or triple up on potions just so that you will regen fast enough to be able to take the hits or to fuel your spells. But Restore Fatigue, you only really need one, because unless you're jumping and consistently doing full force attacks, your Restore Fatigue potion is going to cover whatever you're burning. Fucking cliff racers. Alright. Nothing. Yeah, well, the same spell doesn't stack, it only refreshes the timer, but the potions do stack. I think in Oblivion they stacked as well, don't they? I think so. Alright. Oh no, that's not a Frost Atronach, that is a Storm Atronach. That's the big bad one. And I'm about to go punch it. So let me get this straight. You're actually advocating that I go up to not only a being of fire, but a being of stone and punch it to death. That's what you're telling me I should be doing right now? Sure, sounds like fun. See if I can just aggro the Flame Atronach. Keep it one-on-one for now. Come on, buddy. Yeah, you want to. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh, you miss? Boom. Ah, that one hit me. Oh shit, he does a lot of damage. See? Double weakness to fire. Alright. Wow, he has a surprisingly low amount of health. Come on. Yep. Now this one's probably not going to be as bad because my weakness to shock is not quite as high. Come on. Oh, having 100 speed is so great. Like, look at this. I'm able to bob and weave in and out. This is great. So glad that I took the time to get my speed up. Come on. What you gonna do? Come on. And that drained his fatigue already? Are you kidding me? Their physical attacks count as physical damage, and their magical attacks count as magical damage. But that, like, shield-looking thing that he put up, anytime that he does that, it's called Shock Shield. If I'm near him, it actually causes electrical damage per second for all those near him, so that's why I was trying to bob and weave away from him. And you're down. Now, why is he spurting out blood? I mean, they took the time to make skeletons spurt out gray and like beige for the bone dust, which makes sense. Why didn't they do the same for the Atronachs? Yes, exactly. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That is exactly what it is. Oh man, I way overestimated how difficult these fights would be. Though if I fought all three of them at once, that would not have been good. Now this guy, I think it's an Ogrim, something like that. I think its name is supposed to be inspired by an ogre. But he actually has a nipple piercing, which I know you love that. He's so lumbering I can actually just avoid his attacks. This is great. Come on. And the fact that I'm not wearing any armor lets me move this fast is awesome. Ah, he hit me. Knocked me down immediately, too. You want me to take a screenshot of it? Sure. There we go. And you're down. Well, yeah, they did generate nipples on this because you got to realize this game came out back in like 2003. So that was, things were a little different back then. Just a little. And it's not really that he has nipples, it's just that, okay, yes, he does have nipples. Look at that. That is clearly a nipple. Low res, but still. And I love how his jaw is just seizing like this. Reminds me of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. One of the fighters, I want to say it was the first one, Glass Joe, his face does something similar to that, and if you punch him when he's doing that, it knocks him down completely. Man, he's got a lot of health. Even though this guy's more like a king hippo. Yeah, Aggrim. Daedra Skin and Daedra Heart. Excellent. Alright, yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Now, if I enter in that house, that actually does invalidate the quest for the Azura. I don't know what would happen if I did it now. I'm not going to find out, because I don't want to get the Azura star taken away from me. That would be bad. So. Hey, Lara Croft pyramid boobs are amazing. Real women have edges, not curves. Like that character with the glass jar. What are you talking about? If that's from Lara Croft, I don't remember. I only played that game a few times when I was a kid, so. Now, I want to get the Summon Golden Saint spell, and I'm pretty sure that's in Tel Brenora, but I'm not sure. Oh, Glass Jaw. You said Glass Jar. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was thinking you were talking about, like, the Full Metal Alchemist or something. Alright, so let's recall back to Ald'ruhn. And travel to Vivec. Which, while I'm here, I should see if there's any trainers that can train me in restoration. Well, obviously. I don't know if I actually have a legit spell absorption spell, so I'm going to grab that while I'm here. And nobody over here. There should be one guy over here. No, that guy was the spy. I got kicked out of the other quest. Yeah, it is on my desktop. Why, is it too small to watch or something? Because it seems fine on my screen, but like I'm watching it as it's being played, not as it's being streamed. So. Alright, good, because I like it on 4K like this. It's just, I'm used to it now, so if I were to change it, I would have to get re-used to it. Not a huge deal. Oh. That might actually be a bad thing if you have to set it in full screen to read the text. Might need to adjust the resolution then. Thanks for the heads up, though. Much appreciated. Alright, so I need to get to the north end so that I can find the boat guy, and then I need to travel to Tel Brenora. Yep. And to be fair, when this game came out, I think it was meant to be played at not much more than 800 by 600. So, I mean, putting it in 4K like this is kind of not fair to the game. And Tel Brenora, which I should put a mark down in here because I'm going to need to come back here later for both the Telvanni quests and the main quest. But I'm just here now to get the Summon Golden Saint spell, which I can in no way cast. Not yet, anyway. And I do like the Telvanni guard armor here with that helmet. I think it's really, really nifty looking. And, yeah, so the lady of this tower is completely insane, hence the eggs everywhere. I don't get what her deal is, but she's just out of her mind. And, yep, Threnus Chamber. And see, this is why you need Levitate, because these Mages Towers, there's literally no way to navigate them unless you're levitating. Which, I mean, you know, they're mages, so that's fine. Oh, great, I have to charm him. Well, let's see how this works. Wow, it worked. 30% chance of casting. No, they don't actually have to do with a mine nearby. The character who owns this tower is like legitimately insane. Like one of the quests you do for her, she wants you to find a boat, or not a boat, a bow that quote smells like ashiams, and she can apparently smell it halfway across the entire island from here. She's utterly insane. All right, summon Golden Saint. Might as well just grab all the other summons while I'm here. And anything else I need? Well, the commands would be interesting. Probably won't use them, but at least I'll have access to them. Okay. And I'm going to create a little cheater spell so that I can actually use my Summon Golden Saints. Haha. Self for 100 for 3 seconds. How did I get so much cash? I have a mod that increases Creeper's gold capacity because I don't want to have to spend so much time while I'm streaming sleeping just to make his gold refresh so that I can sell all my crap. So he basically has unlimited gold. But I did legitimately collect all the stuff that I sold him, and I haven't been cheesing out the alchemy system by making incredible amounts of super potions or anything like that. It is cheating a little bit, I will admit, but it's just in the interest of saving time. And I still have 259,000. And realistically, in Morrowind, you can make in just obscene amounts of money relatively easily as long as you know what you're doing. It doesn't really take much. Now, the spell I just made, it allows me to increase my conjuration to the point where I'm able to cast any spell, any conjuration spell, I should say, so that I can cast that on myself, and for 3 seconds, I'm a master conjurer, then I can summon my Golden Saint, and then I can soul trap it, and I can begin my enchanting, which is good. And we're going to mark this. Good. And we're going to recall back to Balmora. Alright, let's test this out. And with that, I am able to cast it, even though it's insanely expensive, 165 magic. And there we go, Golden Saint. And we're going to hit him with an Absorb Health. Oh, well, need the magic to do that. Let's regen for a little bit. Why not just reduce the time to like 15 seconds? I could do that, and I probably should. You got a good point there. Because, I mean, how long is the duration on that anyway? Summon Golden Saint. Yeah, for 60 seconds. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. Once I see if I've made my attack spells on him right. Which, of course, he absorbed it. There's one, and... apparently I did not. Okay. I thought he had 200 health. Turns out he has 300. Nope, that's absorb fatigue. I want to absorb health. There we go. Now, if you're quick enough, which I wasn't just there, you can actually loot them before they disappear. But now, I have Azure Star with a Golden Saint Soul in it. So, I am going to go and to a Spellmaker, which that'll let me show off another mod I have. It lets you use magic points to create spells rather than using gold to do it. Not that gold is an issue for me. It makes sense that you should be able to. Well, it's not exactly a challenging run. I wouldn't say that. At the beginning it was, but not now. What did I have it tagged as challenge run? If I did, I shouldn't have. So my bad on that. I thought I put it as a casual run, didn't I? Or casual playthrough, something like that. Yeah, Tome of Spellmaking. Oh, well, my mistake on that one. When I stream next, I'll remove challenge run, because I know I put casual on there. I must have hit challenge by mistake. Even then, I can only have a 30% chance in casting it, but that's fine. And let's see, what enchantment do I want to make first? Because I already got Restore Health on my Necromancer's Amulet. Only for 1 point, but it's still something. Let's see if I can get a Spell Absorption 25 on anything. Probably not, but let's just see. Am I not able to make a constant effect, or do I just have to load up the item first? There we go. And Spell Absorption. Yeah, I was afraid of that. God, even on a ring, I can only get 3 points. Well, 2 reliably. What else? We'll see how much of a Fortify Strength I can put on. Oh, pretty decent amount. 24. Alright. Though, do I want Strength or do I want Intelligence? Because if I put Strength, I'm doing more damage. Then again, let's see what I can get with Fortify Skill. And for hand-to-hand. Looks like it increases by the same amount. Between 23 and 25. Alright. Alright, so that's an idea. What about Fire Shield? Only 8 points, but then again, it's constant. I don't know how that would affect NPCs that are non-hostile. Probably don't want to do that because I'd be damaging them. Anybody I talk to, really. I wouldn't like to have to swap out my equipment every time I'm talking to somebody. And I could do Restore Fatigue. Do I not have Restore Fatigue? Apparently I do not. I mean, I know it's a spell. I don't think she sells restoration, does she? No, she does not. And I think he's all destruction. No, he's all alteration. No, he's got some destruction in there. She's all conjuration. Oh well. I'm gonna go start the temple quests. I've never actually done them, so this will be something new for me. Because I want to have access to the Master Conjuration Trainer, and apparently you need to be high in the temple in order to do it. So, alright. I'll think about what enchantments I want to get later. Because now at least I have access to the enchantments, and that's really all I need. And actually, I have no idea who I'm supposed to talk to join the temple. Do you not have like a... No? Nothing? Alright. Anybody in here? No? Alright, well I know that there's a couple of people down here who sell spells, and I don't know if they're who I'm supposed to talk to actually join the temple. But we'll see. Okay. Gotta work on my illusion. Come on. It's a 25% chance, come on. Damn it. There we go. Okay, so I can at least hear about the temple. Yes, I have seen a speedrun of Morrowind. They do it in like 7 minutes. It's insane. That is well beyond my skill level. I just play casually for fun. I don't bother with speedrunning. Even like if it were just a legit speedrun without using the scrolls of Vicarian Flight, anything like that. Oh, is it under 3 minutes? I thought it was under 7. I might have watched an old one. It's been years since I bothered looking into speedruns for this game. Who am I supposed to talk to join this damn thing? Must be somebody on the upper floors then, because I'm not seeing any option to join the temple. I mean, maybe if I talk to Chaos Casadus, he'd point me in the right direction, because he points you in the right direction for the Imperial Cult. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, speedrunning is ridiculous. The people, what they do, it takes a lot of practice, and optimization can really improve on their times for sure. Is it really? Hmm. It's not something I ever really tried. Man, everybody really does not like me. Have you done any speedruns? That's a fair point, but it's 3 minutes of a lot of skill. I mean, and timing, which is not something I'm particularly great at. Like I said, I mostly play just casually. I'm okay with that. Hmm. Man, where do I go to join this damn thing? I remember reading on one of the wikis that you can join here, even though there's no quest givers here. You can at least start the pilgrimage from here. There. Yes, thank you. Join the temple. Faith, family, masters, and all that is good. Perform holy quests. Never transgress against brothers and sisters. Yeah, alright. Seems pretty simple. Okay, pilgrimage of the seven graces. Ghost Gate and the Ready Man are the most difficult, and you may wish to do those later. I wonder why that is. And I'm sure there's some like legit reason why they're actually difficult. I think one of these requires you to almost drown yourself, but like I said, I've never done this before. I think I started it once and never finished it. But we're gonna figure it out. And Pilgrim's Path. The Fields of Kumu. Or Kumu, I don't know how to pronounce that. West of Saran on the north shore of Lake Amaya. Okay, I can do that. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to lay down a mark up here so that I can come back quite easy. I guess I'm only limited to 12, but that's okay. I don't need the Shrine of Ashura anymore. That might be tied to my mysticism skill. I don't know. Alright, so off to Saran, which is a town I've never really spent much time in. I mean, I think there's a couple of quests that take you there, but just not one that I ever really cared enough about to get to know. And I definitely do want to train my illusion up, but we do need to train up my restoration as well. Alright, so let's do illusion, because I can't even hardly cast this training spell even. That might just be because of my fatigue. Now I think I'm going to have to go to Vivek from here, because I can't go directly to Saran. Nope, not persuasion, travel. No, I can't go to Saran. Awesome. And he said west, on the north shores of the lake. Between two rocks as I head to Pelagiad. You know, actually, I think that isn't this close to the area where the Master Destruction Trainer is? Or Master Mercantile? I forget. There's some Master Trainer who's just standing outside, and I think it's near here. Alright, so... Alright, well, it's marked, so that works too. And a rat. Boom. Goddamn rats. Gotta love them. I am, in fact, going in the right direction. Hot damn. Now, I actually know where the Master Illusion Trainer is, so I probably should just go to her and have her train me in Illusion, but that's all the way over in Sedge with Mora. And, I mean, at least this way, my walking around is getting something done, rather than, just giving me passive experience in athletics, which I should have picked that as a major skill, since I do a lot of running around. Ah, well. Now, I mean, I get it. I'm walking around with no armor, but still, you'd think that they'd be able to tell that I've got over 100 strength. Like, so this guy must be ripped, and yet these things still just go, "Ooh, I'm gonna attack him." It doesn't really work, does it? And nope, gotta go over here. Yeah. Couple of mud crabs, not really that concerning. And further down, alright. Okay, so I actually did aggro them. I was about to say, it looks like they're finally learning their lesson and not trying to attack me, but apparently not. Oh wow, that one's got a really long aggro range. Oh look, he's got a buddy. Wasn't that silly? Come on, you motherfuckers. Let's do this. Come on. No, I held control. I know I did. There we go. Gotta love the poor pathing in this game. As long as what you're fighting is big enough, these things cannot walk around each other when they fall over. And I think that's hilarious. It's a mating Kagoti? I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know what this person is all about here. Maybe he's got a quest for me. Edris Oriel. Why do I recognize that name? Yeah, sure. I'll help you if I happen to see him. All right, almost to the shrine. Said it was between two rocks. on the North Shore. Is it on that island with all those muck sponges? I don't think so. There it is. Okay, so is just activating it enough? I don't think so. Apparently I need a piece of muck. Just looked it up. I mean, I could have figured that out. It said muck in there, but oh well. Apparently I tagged this as a challenge run, and it is not. I mean, at the beginning it was, for sure, but I am by no means challenged at all in this. I'm just doing something goofy. And I don't care about the damn slaughterfish that are nipping at my toes. And muck. And it's got cure common disease, which I no longer have to care about, but at least it's something. And boom. Yeah, definitely the next class skill that I have I'm going to work on is going to be athletics, so that I move faster. Because, man, I already move pretty quickly as it is, but I would love to move even faster. Alright, we're to the shrine here, and we're going to offer up our piece of muck. Alright. And I think I absorbed whatever spell was supposed to hit me. So, Okay. Open up the book again. What's next? To stop the moon, the Shrine of Daring. The Shrine of Daring is found in the city of Vivec in the Temple District along the western wall of Hyphane. Okay. And, I think I'm closer to Moon. No, I'm going to try a Divine Intervention, see if... Which, I don't even have that spell, do I? I do not, but I have an amulet of it. And, yep, awesome. And I think from here I can do an Almsvi Intervention. And yep, there we go. Thank you, teleportation. And put back on my Necromancer's Amulet because it's awesome. It said the Western, so... Is in the Temple District along the western wall of the Hyphane, the Great Temple of Ardenfell. So, like, down here. Maybe it means over there, like, in Vivec's actual, like, housing, possibly. Oh wait, no, I'm on the eastern edge. What am I talking about? No, I am on the western edge. Or is... Gotta watch that. Good thing there was water underneath me. That's the second time today that I've done that. No, that's the Palace Shrine. I mean, it might be the same one. Okay, it is the right one. So read the Grace of Generosity. All right. Should I just hotkey this book? I think I should just hotkey this book. Alright, that's the Shrine of Daring, though. So yeah, I hit the wrong one by accident, so... Well, I hit the right one, but not the one I wanted to hit. In the Temple District, along the western wall of the High Fane. I mean, this is the Temple District, isn't it? Is it on the inside? I mean, it did say in the Temple District. So yeah, let's check on the inside. No, it's the Hall of Justice. Okay. So that was the one. So, I did the Generosity, Daring, and Humility. Alright. Now the Shrine of the Puzzle Canal. I think this is the one that I have to basically drown myself. Alright. The Shrine of Courtesy is found in the heart of the Puzzle Canal labyrinth beneath this palace. Where is the Puzzle Canal? Beneath Lord Vivek's palace, so... There's gotta be some door or something over there. I mean, I don't think I would have to actually go up to the main palace door itself, would I? I mean, that just doesn't seem right. No, that's like locked though. Okay, so that's level 4. I think I need to go in level 3. Yeah. So up here. No? Alright. This is entirely uncharted territory for me. I've never been in this place before. And I've been in similar places for sure, but never this one specifically. I gotta love these giant rats. I actually do legitimately like giant rats. I give them some shit in this game, but I once made a D&D character that was focused on rats, and it drove my DM mad, so they hold a special place in my heart. Alright, the Puzzle Canal. Breathe the waters of his glory, and the way is made clear. Okay. So, let's save, and then drown myself, I guess. Did that actually save? It didn't look like it saved. Yes, it did. Okay. So, thinking about just drowning yourself, that, I mean, I guess that's a fine test of faith. I mean, it works in Song of Ice and Fire. The drowned god, that which is dead may never die, and all that. So I think I actually have to let it literally almost kill me. Which, I'm going to remove my amulet so that this happens a little quicker. At least I know for future reference that if I'm ever in the risk of drowning, I have forever. before it's actually going to be an issue. This reminds me, one of my favorite little joke things to do in the Fallout series is when you're almost dead from drowning, you get out and then you drink water to heal yourself. It just kills me every time. Yep, just sitting here in my high-priced outfit waiting to die. Oh, man. Alright, that did it. Now let's put my Necromancer's Amulet back on, which is under apparel. There it is. What's that purple? I don't think it has any alteration effects, does it? Oh well. Save again, because I think I have to fight that guy. No? Okay. Gave a plain silver longsword to the Daedra. And apparently they just have a whole thing here for him. Yep. He sighs. He so does not want to do this. I think he's just been bound here. And he's just forced to do this shit. Okay. Cool. So that was it. I don't have to fight him. Well, I mean, the shrine did say the great Vivek gave the sword rather than fight him. So yeah, all right, that's fine. What's next? The Shrine of Courtesies. Okay, that's the one I just did. The next altar is Vivek's Ash Mask. Shrine of Justice, apparently. It's guarded within the Nissus Temple. Okay, alright, I know where that is. I don't think I have any marks near there, but we can go to Alderun and take a Silt Strider there. That's not too bad. While I'm here, don't you train? Yes, you're a trainer. For Alchemy, Enchantment, and Conjuration. And I think you're an enchanter, aren't you? Yep. Kind of a bummer that there's not more trainers. Alright. I think he just has spell making. Oh, and spells. Which, I think I already grabbed what I needed from him. Ah, well. Alright, off to Gnissus. I should change this to my better unlock spell, which I have named Knock. Unlocks anything. And alright, good. Within the Nissus Temple in the village of Nissus, northwest. Okay, so it is within. It said cure disease, huh? I might actually have a potion of cure disease. Apparently I do not, so let's see if I can make one. Let's resist, cure poison, cure blight disease. No. Not seeing any cure disease. I'm seeing a lot of resists, but I'm not seeing any cure regulars. There's one. And come on, one more. That's all I need, just one more. Nope. Alright. Guess we're gonna go do some foraging. I mean, how unlikely is it that I can't find a ingredient that has cure disease on it? I mean, I'm sure there's some around. Sure, I'm gonna aggro that Nyx Hound right there. Yep. I mean, honestly, at this point in the game, these little mini enemies here are they're more of an annoyance than anything else. Alright, and is that a sleeper or whatever? I think it is, but they're not hostile to me, I don't think. Dreamer. Oh, well, he said taste his vengeance, so I guess he's supposed to be hostile, but not yet. Who knows? Let's see what we got here. Chokeweed. Wow, that was lucky. And a rat. No, accidentally cast unlock on him. It's the keys to bring up your fists and your magic hands are right next to each other, so I oftentimes will accidentally hit the other one when I didn't mean to. But oh well, that's okay. So let's make that, which I should just hotkey this as well. Mortar and pestle. Okay. Or was it Daedra skin and now chokeweed. Cure common disease. Oh, come on! Potion failed. God damn it. Luckily there's other stuff here. Nope. And alright, let's try that again. There we go. I would have been pissed if there weren't any more nearby. Oh man. But we got the potion. And we got all our spells ready to go. We're good to plunder this dungeon. Nope. It's in the temple itself, actually. See, that is something you go through for the Telvanni quest, and I thought that it was the temple for some reason. But no, it's god damn it, it's this key, damn it. And here we go. It's within the Nissus temple. New potion cure common disease. Homemade potions are not acceptable. Okay, well, I wish I would have read that. Because that was just a waste of time. And let's see, do you have any potions of cure disease? Potion of cure common disease. Did I accidentally hold shift? I think I did. I meant to hold control. Control is for one, shift is for all. Okay. I mean, at least they're providing you with the stuff that you need in order to get the quest done. And let's see. No, it's not any of the saints. Is it upstairs or downstairs? I don't know. Let's check upstairs. Well, I would say so. Okay. And now the Shrine of Valor. A cavern on the seacoast west of the ancient stronghold Barandas. Okay, southwest of Nissus. It's called Coal Cave. Oh, actually, I remember. I accidentally stumbled upon that in an earlier stream. Oh, wasn't that convenient? Alright. I love that howl that the Silt Striders do. Just so nostalgic. They used to be my ringtone for a while for my text messages, but it wasn't loud enough to wake me up, so I had to switch it. But I liked it. It did say south and west of Nissus, so. Actually, we can check our local map, because I don't know if I actually stumbled upon the door itself, which does not look like I did. Ow. Now, that's what I should have done. I should have made my first enchantment a levitation one. And it looks like it's right here. Wait a minute. I actually had drawbacks on there, so I don't have to fight the dude. Hmm. Because I remember reading, because I did a little bit of research before I started this, that there was some, like, drogue, or whatever the hell however the hell you pronounce it, you had to fight down here. No. I think I'm gonna go back to where I can breathe. I definitely should have gotten a water breathing spell. I see that now. And I've said it before, but I love the sound effect of when you punch something underwater, because that's exactly what it sounds like, at least to my ears, because I got the headphones on. I don't know if it sounds as good to you guys, but it sounds spot on to me. You know what? This place is a little expansive, and I don't have a breathe water spell, so we're just gonna call it good. All right, so made the Ready Man pilgrimage and read the Grace of Valor. Awesome. All right. Next is the Ghost Fence. Where does this take me to? Really? I did not realize that Nissus had an Imperial Shrine as well as a temple here. Because I was hoping that it would take me all the way over to Buckmoth down here. But this works too. There's a Silt Strider. And I want to definitely re-equip my Necromancer's Amulet. And see, I'm only training my illusion really so that I can hit people with a charm spell so I don't have to bribe them. Which, even though I have the money, that it's like I can bribe every single person 3,000 gold and still be fine. It's the principle of the matter. I want to be able to do things magically if I can help it. And really, you can take me all the way to Seyda from here, but not Balmora. Weird. Now, I wanted to hit Balmora because that guy said, with that outfit, you must be doing well for yourself. It made me realize that I'm not wearing full, exquisite apparel. I've got only an expensive belt and extravagant pants and common shirt. And I want to have exquisite clothing so that when I get around to enchanting, which is probably going to be the next time I stream, I will be able to enchant things very well. And I think the fine clothier is over here somewhere. Yes, I think this is it. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'll take another exquisite ring. But you don't have... That's annoying. Now, Ghost Fence. Well, Ghost Gate, I should say. Actually, it's closer to Aldrune. I, for some reason, thought the Balmora was closer. Yeah, well. You know what? I think I'm going to just teleport over to Creeper. And then, from there, I'll do a Almsevia intervention, because this is 100% an Imperial settlement. And that brings me to... Really? All the way back to Balmora. Huh. Here I thought that it would be either Aldrune or the Ghost Gate. Oh well. Understandable, but annoying that I have to re-equip, or more specifically that I have to equip whatever magic item has a spell that I'm using, you know? And of course another Cliff Racer over there. Alright, let's hit these guys with an Absorb Health, and boom, done. And dead. Definitely should be my first thing to enchant is some Levitation. And I think that I should probably get, I think it's the Ebony Shield, or the Daedric Shield, Tower Shield. One of those two is the best enchanting item in the game. I need to get one of those just so that I can have it for some constant effect. Because I think it has something crazy like 240. And to put that in perspective, I think the ring that I was trying to enchant has 120, and that's one of the higher ones. Oh wait, now is it higher than 240? I don't know. It's been a while since I've bothered with enchanting. I normally will just go with artifacts or pre-enchanted equipment because a lot of times enchanting is just like you can find pretty much what you need already made. I'm gonna have to do some math and actually figure out whether it'd be better to have a higher strength or have a higher hand to hand to increase my combat ability. Because really, I want to move away from using all these absorb spells, and I want to just be able to punch stuff and hopefully knock down incredibly powerful things in one hit. Like that's my goal. That's what I want to see happen. I don't know if it will, but we'll find out. And I'm glad I'm immune to blight disease and common disease now because everything around here is going to be diseased. Am I moving slower or something? Because it feels like I'm moving slow. I mean, I don't know if the sandstorm, not sandstorm, but ash storm, whatever, is actually affecting my ability to walk or not. But it does certainly feel like I'm moving slower. I don't know. That's another thing. I might want to have my speed get fortified, and I definitely do want to look into having some sanctuary spells or even enchanted equipment. Alright, so Ghost Gate. Shrine of Pride is found just within the Ghost Funds. Alright. And boom. The amount of health regen these things have is just insane to me. Interesting that the ash storm stopped as soon as I came in here. And there it started up again. And it looks like my strength is high enough that I'm able to keep up with this health regen a little bit. But it's still, this is going to take a while to punch these things out. Because I'm just not doing enough damage to really make it worth just punching him. Oh, I never get tired of this stun lock, though. I really never don't. Alright, so it said it's just inside the ghost fence. Northeast of the ghost gate itself. Alright, so that way. Oh, I love the soundtrack to this game. I actually will listen to this while I'm at work sometimes, because it's just so relaxing and just got such great music to this game. And, ooh, no. Not a soul gem. Definitely want to... Anytime anything to do with soul gems is a thing, always drop Azura's Star. Even though I'm pretty sure that this one specifically, it won't. I want to get into that habit. Okay. And I still got a grand and a greater. These are... I'm just going to use for refilling. Even though I probably... No, I'm not going to use them for refilling. Because everything I'm going to make is going to be constant effect since I'm not using any weapons. And I don't really need anything cast on use. And I might. I'll look into it. Anyway. So is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, the shrines of the 7 graces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that should be good then, right? Well, let's hit a recall. Go back to Balmore's Temple. And but I did all of them, didn't I? The hell? Was it because of my spell absorption was like not letting me get the blessings or something? If that's the case, I'm going to be kind of irritated, but I got the journal updates, so... yeah, I just looked it up. It says that I just have to talk about the 7 graces, and I already did that. Hmm. Is there a bug in this or something? Hmm. Yeah, well, I'll figure that out later. I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I think I'm going to take a break. Figure out what's going on with this, maybe off camera. See if there's some way I can just... Because I went through all the places, I did all the stuff. I might just have to use the console commands to activate the next stage of the quest, which I don't want to do, but if I have to, I have to. Because, god damn it, that is bugging the crap out of me. Yeah, it said I read the Grace of Courtesy, and that's... Yeah, that's all 7. I just triple checked there. God damn it. Well, anyway, I'm gonna head out, and thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll stream again at either 2 or 3 tomorrow. Later.